Hi guys, I'm super excited to share with you guys the FetalPlus Air Pro. I have tried 4 different brands of wearable pumps, and this one has been my favorite one so far as wearable ones, okay? I always done plugins, but I needed something that's a little more mobile so I can do different things, and there's a lot of features, so I'm gonna show everything to you guys in this video, how to use it, the different features, the different suction modes, what it looks like on their shirt, and so on. So stay tuned so I can show everything to you guys. So stay tuned. So let me actually show you guys the pump a little bit closer and walk you through everything, because there are quite a few features that I think are worth talking about. First, this is the Air Pro wearable breast pumps from FetalPlus. And one of the things that I immediately liked about is how lightweight and compact it is. The entire pump sits directly inside of your bra, so there is no cords or tubes attached to you. That means I can put it on, put my shirt over it, and continue going about my day while I'm pumping. As a mom, that's probably one of the biggest reasons I personally like wearable pumps. I don't always have the option to just sit down next to a traditional pump and stay there for an entire pumping session. And with something like this, I can be making a bottle, doing things around the house, working, or taking care of the baby while I'm still pumping at the same time. I also want to show you exactly what it looks like underneath clothing, because I know it's a big question for wearable pumps. Of course, you're still wearing a breast pump, so it's not invisible, but I do think the design is really discreet compared to many other wearable pumps that I've worn before. This is what it looks like on the side. And now let's talk about the actual pumping experience. The Air Pro has 3 different pumping modes and 12 intensity levels, which I really like because pumping is definitely not one size fits all, okay? You can adjust the settings depending on what feels comfortable for you and what works best for your body. It's very easy to use. This is the on button. You just hold it. You're gonna see it right there. And then you have different modes. You have a massage mode, a stimulation mode, and a suction mode. And pretty much once you click on start, you're gonna see it goes to number 1, which is the suction level. You can click on this one to switch between massage, stimulation, or suction mode. And then the plus and minus buttons is for you to select what the suction level that you'd like. So you can increase or decrease. And then you can see how much suction it has right here on this side. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. So really, really good suction. For me, suction is very important, but comfort is just as important. I don't want to feel like I have to use an uncomfortable setting just to get a good pumping session. Having those different intensity levels gives me a lot more control over that. And something else that I find really important is flange sizing, because it's something that I really didn't think about when I first started pumping. And this pump comes with different flange sizes and also a way to measure your nipples so you know exactly which flange size will be your correct fit, okay? Your flange shouldn't automatically be whatever size happens to come attached to the pump. Taking time to find the right size for your body can make your pumping experience much more comfortable and also help you have a better output for your milk production. As far as putting everything together, it's pretty straightforward. There aren't a million complicated pieces. Once you understand where everything goes, it's really easy to assemble before a pumping session, and it's also really easy to take apart afterward for cleaning. And that matters to me because if I'm using something multiple times throughout the day, I don't want cleaning to be a huge process every single time. After you finish pumping, the milk collects right inside of the pump, and you can simply remove it and pour your milk out. Now, one of the biggest things that I think makes this pump interesting is the price. The Air Pro double pack is currently $129.95. After the discount, meaning you're getting 2 wearable pumps at that price. I've tried wearable pumps at much higher price points, including options that cost several $100s, and I was really curious to see how a more affordable option would compare. I don't think it's fair to say something is automatically better just because it's cheaper or more expensive. What matters to me is whether I'm still getting the features and pumping experience that I actually need. With the Air Pro, you're still getting a fully wearable in-bra design, 3 pumping modes, 12 intensity levels, different flange size options, customizable suction, and the freedom to move around while you pump. So considering everything that's included, I do think it offers a really competitive pumping experience at a much more accessible price point. Overall, I think the FetalPlus Air Pro would be a really good option for a mom who wants the convenience of a wearable pump without necessarily wanting to spend several $100s. Especially thinks it makes sense if you're pumping throughout the day, combo feeding, working, traveling, or if you're just like me and you want to be able to get things done while you're pumping instead of being stuck to the wall. So anyways, that's all of the features from the FetalPlus Air Pro. I definitely think it's a great buy, even more for the price. I think it's super comfortable. Definitely recommend you ladies give it a try. I will be dropping the link and possibly a discount code on the captions as well. So make sure they read the description of this video.